The new list that has been listed when it comes to the quarterbacks, and they do this every year, ESPN, they put it out, and you have the top 100 players, specifically at positions, and the quarterback position is this. I'm going to reread it.
Yep.
You have number 1, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen at 2, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Jayden Daniels at 5, Matthew Stafford at 6, Justin Herbert at 7, Jared Goff 8, rounding off 9 and 10, Jalen Hurts and Baker Mayfield. So I want to start with the midway point, number 5, because I think we agree with the 4. You can change the rankings, but we agree with the 4.
Yep.
And Mahomes, Burrow, Jackson, and Allen. The interesting one is Jayden Daniels. Now, the reason why it's interesting is because he is coming off of a spectacular rookie campaign, but I'm going to be heavy on rookie campaign.
Yes.
And as you know, you play defense in the league. Defenses go, all right, I done had about enough. We figured some things out.
Yes.
There are numbers out where 70% of his passes go to the right side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to another quarterback who was ranked lower than him. He does not like to pass down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And these are things defenses start to really get. All right, we're starting to get more data on you. First 6, 7, 8 game, all right, good little rookie, all right, looking good, all right, boom. Now it's like, all right, he's actually legit.
Mm-hmm.
We got to start figuring him out. So I thought it was interesting that he was so high so early in this ranking.
Yep.
You're looking at a season of 3,500 yards, which or specifically through the air, and 25 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, which is good. Those are good stats.
Yep.
If you look at the rushing, he ended up having I'm trying to get the total here. I think it was 500. Let me pull that up right there. But he absolutely is spectacular, and we all expect big things from him. However, there are some folks that he's above that I find interesting, and Jalen Hurts being the main one. And I think he's a better talent than Jalen Hurts. But I specifically bring those two up for a reason. We can't go back to the first hour discussing what matters most, wins for quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jalen Hurts has done that.
Yeah.
He's gotten to a Super Bowl. You could argue I played Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl.
He did.
Right?
Yeah.
Played well. Next season, they underachieve in the sense they won a bunch of games early, then they lost a bunch, but still won a lot. It wasn't like they were like 2-15.
Right.
Then eventually he wins a Super Bowl. So on one end, I could see why if you're Jalen Hurts or if you're his agent or if you're just a fan of his or if you're an Eagle fan, you could say, well, why is Jalen Hurts so low if you're ultimately telling me about winning? The guy's been to 2 Super Bowls already in his career.
Mm-hmm.
He's won one. He played great at another. And you got a rookie who, did well, got to the NFC championship game, but doesn't have the kind of the years under his belt as a Jalen Hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the one guy. I think talent-wise, Jayden Daniels has been better. But I can see an argument of, well, what more do you want from me? The way my team is built, Saquon freaking Barkley in the backfield, me and my squatting 700-pound legs, I can run.
Yep.
And I got some receivers. I hit them when I need to, but I don't have to pass all the times. I'm just winning. I think he's getting penalized for the style in which he plays and the way in which their team operates, really all about up front, whether it's offensive, defensive line.
Yep.
And he's getting the that all of that is taking the credit away from him. And I get it. Again, natural talent-wise, I see why Justin Herbert. I get just pure arm ability. Jayden Daniels, from the arm to the ability to run, he's so slithery. He's thin. He can get through spots and holes. But the one person I can see who can have a gripe, if you're telling me it's based off winning, what has Justin Herbert done that I ain't did?
Right.
Yeah.
And
Matthew Stafford, throughout his career, he's a Super Bowl champ, and again, another arm talent. But I just think Jalen Hurts would be the one that would have something to say, even though I get just pure arm talent and just ability. I do think Jayden Daniels is better.
It's too early. I'll just say it straight up.
Yep.
For them to put him at 5 right now is just premature. One great year does not warrant you being
above a lot of guys. Matthew Stafford is Super Bowl.
It's two. You said one. It's 2 guys on this list right now. There's no way that he's better than right now. And that is Jalen Hurts and that's Matthew Stafford.
Mm-hmm.
And some would argue Justin Herbert. But I'm not a big Herbert guy yet either.
Herbert I think show me.
Yes, he does.
At a certain point, we're going to look up. It's going to be year 12. And we're like, he's coming.
100%. And that guy wouldn't be on the list. But Jalen Hurts, very interesting. Because even after the Super Bowl when he outplayed Patrick Mahomes in that Super Bowl and, Kansas City came back and won, great Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I still wasn't high on him. And I wasn't high on Jalen Hurts last year. But the fact that he was able to do what he did last year, there was some actual turmoil throughout that year that he had to overcome. It wasn't always peachy. He didn't play great all year long, but when it mattered, we talk about winning, he showed up. In the big game, he showed up. At this point, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You can win with that guy. And you know how talented he is. He has to be number 5 on this list right now.
Yeah,
and Matthew Stafford has to be up there as well. I mean, talk about talent, arm talent, the things that he's done, the things that he's achieved in his career. I would put him over Jayden Daniels as well. And that's not a knock on Jayden Daniels. I think he's phenomenal. But for him, it's only been 1 year. And that second year is going to be different. Ask C.J. Stroud. When things happen, like you have to reinvent yourself. And teams are going to now come out and say, we have to stop Jayden Daniels. And they will construct a formula that will make him have to be, like I said, develop a number 2 pitch. And so it's a little premature for that 5 ranking for me.
Jalen Hurts has won 64% of his games.
Yeah.
You definitely would take that.
Yep.
And then since 2022, is at 70%.
Yeah.
Again, the dude, if the name of the game, because I got to be fair. Why did I put Patrick Mahomes? We both agreed at the number 1. You put it because it's the winning.
Yeah.
Because if it's just better player, right now that's been Lamar Jackson.
Yes.
Right now it's been Josh Allen.
Yes.
Been Joe Burrow. If you're saying who's played better the last couple of seasons.
Right.
But what we both said, and I believe, and I don't want to speak out of turn.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Is that Patrick Mahomes, when it comes down to it, I need a win. I need a third down.
Yes.
I need a play to ice the game or to win it.
Mm-hmm.
He's still the guy.
Yeah.
Because he wins.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hurts, who I've been hard on, Rob G will tell you.
I am too.
I've been like, I want to see more. You got stud receivers. Why aren't y'all balling?
Oh, yeah.
You got issues with receiver. You and A.J. Brown getting into it. And obviously that happens from time to time, so I don't want to act like that's the end-all, be-all.
Right.
But my point is, he did leave some more to be desired. And I said there were going to be times where I would question if it came down to this drive, you got to pass 6 or 7 times. Can you get it done?
Mm-hmm.
And, to his credit, he was able to do it. Now, they had a big lead, and they didn't have to do it, and some of it was, him being mobile and just kind of some play-action stuff with, again, Saquon Barkley being in the backfield. But if at the end of the day,
mm-hmm.
winning is what matters, and that's the same thing why we did, been knocking Lamar Jackson, because
mm-hmm.
he hasn't won the big one, then Jalen Hurts would have something to say in this.
And Kelvin, the crazy part about that list is I just said his name, but C.J. Stroud should be on that list before him, in my opinion.
Before Jayden Daniels?
Yes. It's been 2 years of this. C.J. Stroud took the NFL by storm last year, obviously took the team to the playoffs, a team
mm-hmm.
that was not expected to do anything that first year. Second year, he comes back and is not as pretty as the first year, but he figures it out. You talk about no O-line. The O-line was trash.
For sure. That's very
He was
fair.
running. He was running for his life.
He was fighting for my life.
Man,
he was.
But found a way to get to the playoffs and found a way to still be productive. And then playoffs played his butt off.
Yeah.
You have 2 years to see what he's done. I mean, you only got 1 year of Jayden Daniels. To be number 5 is just a little early.
Now, the only thing we'll say is maybe they're these, by the way, for those who don't know, this is a 70 group of GMs, anonymous GMs, scouts,
mm-hmm.
Coaches as well. And so maybe they see he's just that gifted. I can already project.
Sure.
Pure talent-wise.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, no, dude, his pure talent-wise.
So talented, yeah.
Yeah, these dudes are coming in old as heck, by the way, in a good way.
Yeah.
They ain't coming in.
That's right.
I've always told Rob, because sometimes we'll get in a debate. I'm like, dude, the reason, because he won't acknowledge that these young guys are coming in balling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, the reason they're coming in is because they have 40 starts under the belt. Think about it. Usually you went to college, you didn't do anything your first year or two.
Right.
Then you finally got a couple of games your junior year, maybe half the season. Then your senior year, or maybe junior and senior year.
Senior, yeah.
These dudes are getting 40, they getting COVID years and graduate years. These dudes are coming in, grown men, full beards, 24,
yeah.
23. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
40 star. Let's go. Michael Penix Jr., him.
Yes.
Joe
Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
These dudes are coming in with a bunch of starts, and they're ready to go.
Yeah.
Bo Nix.
Yeah,
and there's
a bunch. Yeah.
They're just like ready. And that's why I think they're not playing, they're not coming and struggling as much. because they're getting so many out transfer portals. Or I'm going to different schools. I'm playing. So Caleb Williams played a bunch of big football as well. So these guys are coming in ready for it.